Okay, we are up here and we're going to go in the order of the report. We're going to go furnace, cooling, venting. Okay, so we got our cover off of our furnace so we can read the data plate, and we are not going to operate this furnace today. It's not ready. The project manager told me it was not ready, so I'm going to listen to him. Another thing is, I said we're going to do it in order, but our air filters are not installed. I'm not going to run this system without an air filter. And there's two of those, so just hang on. So this is our furnace. This is the gas piping. It's out of the way. We got a sediment trap. This is fine. We've got a strap. This is pretty much, as far as bolted in, this is pretty much textbook. So let's go to the evaporator coil. Now, this is kind of an interesting arrangement in a good way. In a good way. We've got our primary drain line, which does have a sufficient P-trap, and it is capped on the high side, supply side, and it is insulated. And we have a secondary drain line that goes in the pan, and we have a float switch, safety switch, and it does discharge outside over a window. And so this does everything. What is this? Just a little tab. Okay, so this is the way it's bolted up. Again, is textbook. So let's keep going. Venting. Okay, that's the C, part C. And our ductwork is looking, okay, it's tight in here, but really I am again pleasantly surprised. I'm not able to operate it, so I'd like to get temperature differentials between how much heat's been raked out. I'd like to see if the heat rise was up. I'd like to see the differences but actually most of the ductwork looks fine. Most of the ductwork looks just fine. So that's, man, okay. I just don't know what to say. But we are missing our air filter. It could be a 20 by 25 by 1 or a 20 by 25 by 4. And I see a nice air filter in here, and that's or, not and or. And there's two of them here. Are you in plastic? No, you're not in plastic. They're probably going to install this 4-inch one on move-in, so that way you have a baseline. You replace it when the manufacturer says you replace it. These 1-inch ones are good for about a month. These wider ones are good for longer, whatever the manufacturer says. It goes right in here on the right side. It slides in like an old cassette. Oh man, you're not that old. Like an old CD. Oh no. Like an old floppy disk. No, it just slides in. Just trust me on that. So it just slides in like that. These are suitcase buckles. All right. So we got that. And then but that's not all. Because our newer systems, our houses are so tight with our 15 inches of insulation and all, and our radiant panels and our asphalt shingles and our vinyl windows and everything. This is a fresh air induction vent. It brings a certain amount of measured fresh air into the home, and it's also filtered. See these things right here? See that? Wait a minute. See this? It's supposed to hold the filter in. That's just a screen. It's I think it's 11 by 11 inch filter, and these filters are like children's tennis shoes. And what I mean is that filter is going to cost you a few bucks. It might cost you $15, $16, $17, $18. This thing will probably cost you $25. Okay, so when the builder gives you a new air filter, make sure your fresh air induction filter is included in the package, or else it's going to run without filtration. That'll clog up your fan, shorten its life, won't give you the performance that you're asking for. So we are missing our filter. We're missing both filters, but you got one right there. I'm missing this filter. I don't see one laying around. It doesn't look like there's any plans. Where's our filter? That's what inquiring minds want to know. Now these have little suitcase buckles just like the other filter on the side, and then it takes a little Phillips screwdriver. So there's 2 screws and 2 buckles on each side. And so all you need is a little Phillips screwdriver like that. and undo the buckles. You come up here, you come through here, you watch your head. Not a lot of headroom up here, and I'm vertically challenged. I am not a tall man, and you squeeze between these two cords and webs, and make sure that you got a filter. Make sure that you got a filter, and the technician should dial this in. See, this is all sensitive. This is all sensitive. Somebody who knows what they're doing should come up here and tune this thing like a 12-string guitar. So that's what we learned. We learned that we don't have our filters, and we don't have our care and use manual, and that's about it.